So we're up to the penultimate issue, number 11 of Danger Street. Just one more issue to go. And unless Tom King really face plants on the final issue, I've really enjoyed this series. Well, regardless of whether I have enjoyed it. This one is Book 11, Codename Assassin, which is a weird name considering that Codename Assassin died 2 issues ago. And, well, let me start by saying that, as always, I do not avoid spoilers. So if you do not want to be spoiled, then don't watch this. Codename Assassin does not appear in this issue because he's dead. All right, so we start off with Lady Cop being visited by Jack Ryder, aka the Creeper, and he wants something from her. Then we go to picking up from last issue where the Outsiders captured the Commodore. So they have him kidnapped and they're on a plane. And the Outsiders, they're a fun group. They're very childish. All of them seem to be very childish. You have a couple characters, and I really don't know the Outsiders that well. Hardly at all. I couldn't name one of them, but 2 of them are arm wrestling. They have the diamond sword there. The Commodore, of course, is not happy. The one outsider, the woman, has him wrapped in her tentacles. And then he's arm wrestling. He tears the fellow's arm off, but apparently that does him no harm. He can simply regrow his limbs, so he doesn't really care one bit. And the other one tosses it aside, and then plop, a new arm pops out, and there you see a pile of arms. So they're kind of a surly group, childish and surly, but they're fun. I don't know if we'll ever see them again in DC Comics. We're back to Highfather and Darkseid discussing that the sky is falling and everything is doomed, as the various characters on Earth are trying to set right what went wrong. And then we're back with Lady Cop and Jack Ryder, and he says he wants something, and it's quite obvious that what he wants is Fate's helmet. He wants it for the Commodore, I guess because he wants to turn the Outsiders back into normal humans, if they ever were normal humans, and I guess get the release of the Commodore. And she's basically saying, no, I'm not giving up the helmet. And she's pretty cool about it. She's very calm. She is Lady Cop. He transforms into the Creeper. Makes out like she's getting the helmet, but the helmet of Nabu. Instead, she grabs her gun. He leaps towards her. I've never really understood what the level of, or the limits of, Creeper's powers were. He was created by Steve Ditko, and Steve Ditko had a habit of making characters with very ill-defined powers, generally just kind of stronger than an average human. So she shoots him in the chest, blam, blam, and kills him. So I guess, blam, blam, blam. I guess 2 or 3 shots is enough to kill the Creeper. Warlord and Low-Fat are sitting outside. They've been waiting because they also want the Helm of Nabu. They know Lady Cop has it. They were going to wait till nighttime, which it does appear to be nighttime, but for her to go to sleep and then sneak in and steal it. But when he hears the gunshots, decides to go in and see what's going on. She's trying to revive Creeper, but to no avail. And then Warlord comes in. What the hell is going on? And she grabs her gun and kills Warlord. So now we have Creeper dead and Warlord dead. And Low-Fat comes in. I'm sorry, non-fat, not low-fat, non-fat. And she's sitting there with 2 dead bodies. Then we're back with the rest of the dingbats of Danger Street and Orion, one of the new gods. And he's just dressed in a t-shirt that says Darkseid is, and they're just playing video games. They're also fun. They're just some goofballs, and they're like, Orion's like the universe or the world or whatever is going to come to an end, and they're like, no, don't worry about it. Non-Fat will take care of it, and they just do not appear to understand the gravity of the situation. Non-Fat is explaining what happened, that they planned on grabbing the helm of Naboo, and they believe the helm of Naboo can bring people back to life, including their friend Good Looks, who died in the first issue. She's convinced, and she's like, okay, you know what? We got 3 dead people now. I don't know if the helm can actually do what you claim it can do, but no harm in trying. Back here, they're still goofing around, and of course, Commodore, as always, is in a foul mood. He says, that sword is worth more than your lives. Do you know what I traded for that? And he's just chopping his arm off just for fun. And then I guess this is part of the sky is falling. We see the death of some civilization somewhere. Just, I guess, to show the gravity of what's going on. Apparently the helm of Naboo was in the evidence room at the police station, along with a bag of diamonds, which I guess is from the first issue. I'm not sure what that is. Whether it's metamorpho shattered or something. It's been over a year since that I read that issue, so I don't really remember. Her partner is there, and he's like, hey, what are you doing? You're stealing a bag of diamonds? And she just knocks him out because she's got no time for fooling around. A little more conversation. Tom King is the kind of writer where he can just have characters sitting around talking, and I know it's not for everyone, but they're just sitting around talking and keep it interesting because he's so good at characterization. So now they have them all laid out, and she's trying to figure out what the heck are we supposed to do. So there's Creeper, Warlord, and that must be, even though it looks old, I guess it's just because he's been decomposing for a while. I guess that's Good Looks, not looking so good. And a little more conversation, and he says, and there you have it, the essential question of life. Can anyone anywhere defy fate? To be concluded. So we got one more issue. And I'm really interested. I'm going to have to do some research on what Tom King's got up next, because he's been doing these 12-issue series for years now. And I'm reading Penguin, and that's a good series. I don't think it's as good as this, but it's good. We have a little bit of just some Batman series called Offworld. So anyway, that's issue 11. I'm really, really enjoying this series. If DC would ever put some of these later ones, these 12-issue series in hardbound single book, I would buy them. But now they're doing only paperback and splitting it into 2 volumes, which I don't really like. So I'll get it if they ever put it in a format I like. But anyway, that's book 11. Great series, Danger Street by Tom King.